first of all, if I'm elected, we need to have our division chiefs and our department heads see where we can tighten the budget, because there's always room for improvement. I don't care what if you have a perfect plan, there's always room for improvement. Another issue I'd like to bring the economy back is give small businesses, or businesses period, revisit their real property tax. You know, times aren't going real good now for businesses here in Hawaii or nationwide. So if we can revamp the real property tax to give the business owners a tax break to help them with their property tax, then I think that would be a good step in the right direction to put more money in their pockets. I'm not sure how we could do about doing that. Maybe give them a 30% break, or every other year give them a full tax break. But I think we need to look at the real property tax. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Riley. Now to Councilman Higa, followed by Mr. Moore. Councilman Higa.
Thank you, Sherry. You know, I think when it's a bad economy like we're going to be facing, it's going to be very important that the next mayor really streamline and right-size government. Because when I first came on this on the county council, our budget was just about $240 million. That was 4 years ago. Now it's over $400 million. So again, I think, first of all, we have too much of your money. We need to give some of that back through tax relief, and we also need to make our government much more efficient and run better. Secondly, I think the mayor needs to be the best salesman, the best advocate for our county. We need to go out there and negotiate, work with the private sector to make sure that we can entice people to come and do business in our counties. We can't be so negative. We need to be proactive and do whatever it takes to encourage people to invest in our communities. That's the most important thing. It's an investment in our future. So again, the next mayor has to be that person to bridge all those different areas, whether it be tourism, whether it be construction. We need to be able to encourage people to come here and do business. County government sometimes needs to get out of the way and let the private sector do its thing, which is energize our community, keep our money flowing. We need to make sure that we have our eggs not in one basket, not only in tourism, not only in construction. We really need to diversify our economy. The next mayor has to really take a good look, and I'll do that. I'll try to look out there and try to diversify the economy as best as I can.
Thank you, Councilman Higa. Now we go to Mr. Moore, followed by Senator Lorena Noy.
Ways to help our island economy. First, we need to stop looking anywhere else, the feds, the state, for help with money. If you watch the national debt clock online, you'll see that it is spinning at such a rate, before you even put your check in the mail, it's spent. So there's no money coming from the feds. They don't have any. And expecting the state to receive some of those federal monies and putting towards us, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're in a different era, a different paradigm, whatever you want to say. Twin Towers coming down was very much a signal. What we can do on the island is look how we can grow our food right here. We need to start growing food, each and every one of you. One of the things I'm doing to help everyone is the 10,000 Gardens Project. We're giving away thousands of packages of vegetable seeds. Last Saturday in Hilo, we started the 10,000 Gardens Project. We gave out over 700 sacks of 15 packages of individual garden seeds in each sack. And we're telling folks, please, go home, start growing your food right now. And we're going to have to be looking at the island for our economy, and that is a blessing. We stop looking for federal dollars, because when we take money from the feds, they ask for something in return. It's never free. And a lot of times it is our freedoms that they ask for. So let us be careful when we look for partnerships or money from anybody else than from the island. Thank you.
Senator Inouye.
The county certainly needs to create a very favorable condition for businesses to thrive. And in the short term, as I mentioned earlier, we should move forward with the roads, police and fire stations, the West Hawaii Civic Center, and other funded construction projects that create jobs, stimulate the economy, as well as improve our infrastructure. We need to repeal unnecessary rules and regulations that frustrate people, we've heard it before, and stifle good ideas. We will create a business-friendly climate. We need to reassess our real property tax structure. Our people are hurting, loss of jobs, rising food and gas prices. The county can also take a positive impact on the economy by certainly encouraging green, high-tech, alternate energy, ag tourism businesses, supporting farmers, ranchers, by promoting local products and expanding markets. We must work with the cruise ships, airlines, the visitor industry to increase passenger and cargo options, and of course, give us some reasonable prices so our people can also travel. I certainly will look forward to a 4-day work week schedule and do a trial in a department working with the unions as well, with the least impact government services. And I will also explore going paperless in some county agencies. We did it in the Senate, saving 4 million pieces of paper this past legislation session.
Thank you very much, Senator Inouye. And now we go to Councilman Pilago, followed by Mr. Kanoy.
Thank you for the question on economy. As mayor, to help the economy and stabilize the economic downturn, I'll freeze all hires from the county government. I'm also a strong believer in the theory and practice of Eleanor and FDR, where they initiated social projects, community projects, to make sure the infrastructure comes out of the depression that they were into. One of my heroes is John Fitzgerald Kennedy and his efforts towards social justice and towards social activism. I will complete, as part of the public facilities responsibilities and obligation, all projects under construction, they must be completed. All projects that are planned must begin to start work and begin to come online. If we look at the Kailua Village Business Improvement District, a bill that I introduced, that helps stabilize the economy. I hope to replicate that island-wide. I will diversify the economy, so we would move into saving and protecting our agricultural lands. Tourism is important, but we must diversify. And I will also move into ag projects, as I said earlier, and also alternative energy technology projects. I must coordinate as mayor the administration, the county council, the representatives, and the senators into one strong and solid voice to secure what is earned by us and what's due to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Councilman Pilago. And now we go to Mr. Kanoy, and we're addressing the issue of challenges to our economy and what you as mayor can do to get us through the tough economic time.
Thank you. We all know, without any doubt, we're in for a tough economic time. Our #1 employer on island is the hospitality industry. 7 of the top 10 employers is located in South Kohala. The key to keeping our people working is capacity. We've lost 2 Norwegian Cruise Line ships to Hawaii County. We've also lost Aloha Airlines and ATA. So the key is bringing back that capacity, because we're starting to see the ripple effect throughout our economy with the closing and reduction in hours in our restaurants, in our rent-a-cars, and in our small businesses. 1 ship leaves Hawaii, 5,000 jobs, 128,000 visitors, 542 million lost from our economy. Double that. We've lost 10,000 jobs, 256,000 visitors. When I was speaking with the Big Island Visitors Bureau last week, the key is lift capacity, bringing in direct flights, bringing in more people to our county. But that's just one segment of our economy, the hospitality industry. It's also construction, keeping our construction industry moving. That's a lot of our tax base, a lot of our tax dollars, a lot of our employment. But the key to moving the economy is the expansion of our alternative energy base. Before we talk about economic sustainability, we need energy sustainability. If we're the only county in the entire country with geothermal, solar, wind, deep sea ocean energy conversion, why is 76% of our energy grid fossil fuel? 17% geothermal, 5% solar, only 2% wind. That's unacceptable. Until we become energy sustainable, we'll never achieve agriculture sustainability.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kanoy, for your answer. And we go to Mr. Maslamani, followed by Mr. Barroso.
I have served in the Friends of Nelha, the Natural Energy Lab, Hawaii Authority, as one of the board members, and we have the technology. See, that's going to be the future. The county has 3,500 acres of land available, and that can be used as an incentive to attract businesses to come, that they will be involved in the wind energy and the solar energy, and also the setting up, expanding the geothermal, because that's going to be the future. We need to concentrate on the hospitality industry, like Billy said, it's true, but the sustainable future of the economy is going to be the tapping on the natural resources that we have in the island by getting into the solar energy and the wind energy and the ocean and also the geothermal. And that will generate, if you give them the companies incentive to come and set up the infrastructure, they're going to come, but they're not going to buy a bunch of land, spending hundreds and thousands of dollars. And if we can lease those land by setting what we call special trade zones, those zones can be attract businesses to come and set up the infrastructure, and then they can do the production, and then also this only may meet the needs of our island, neighbor island, but also the neighboring nations. The Pacific Island, they are also depend on the fossil fuel, and they can be benefited by this. So we have an unlimited potential of businesses through tapping on this the natural energy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maslamani.